Hi, I'm Dr. Hans. Welcome to Whiteboard Wednesdays. This is a medium we're going to use to explain the back hair program. And in the first session, we're going to cover the why. So understand why, we better look at some figures first. Back pain is the biggest cause of disability in the world. And in Australia, we're spending about $4.8 billion per year in cost of it. At any given time, with 25% of the population walk around with back pain, 80% going to have it sometimes during their life. There's something like 540 million people every day globally who's having this problem. Because it's not an Australian problem, it's a global problem. And the problem is that it has doubled over the last 25 years and its numbers just keep growing. And the biggest question is, most of these people get the diagnosis non-specific low back pain. And how can that be? There's so many of them and 80% get told that we don't know what's wrong with you. The problem is that everybody's looking for a structured explanation for a functional problem. And if you look at it, you take x-rays, you take 100 x-rays, 50 of people with pain, 50 without. There's not one person who can look at x-ray and tell who's in pain or not. Because they got the same structures, their degeneration, their disc protrusions, and we're looking for, so the problem is we have to look at function, and that's where the back care program comes in. It's not a treatment program, it's not an exercise program, it's what I call an FLOD, first line of defense. We're going to look at the cause of the problem, and that is basically how people move. We have to get people, teach people how to move better, and that's where the back care program comes in. So the back care program is greatly influenced by DNS, which stands for Dynamic Neuromuscular Stabilization. And we're not saying that DNS is the only system that works, but DNS is the only system based on our inborn, hardwired, innate movement patterns. Because DNS is based on developmental kinesiology. And in developmental kinesiology, we actually learn that babies will turn, stand, sit, crawl, roughly at the same age, in the same way, without any form of instructions. So the programs are hardwired up here, and that's what Professor Kolash has worked out with DNS. You put an adult in the same positions, you trigger off the same responses. Every position has got a certain purpose when it comes to stability, positioning of body parts. And one of the biggest benefits we got of using DNS for the program is that basically everybody is trained in the same. There's not, normally as it works today, you're going to see 5 different practitioners, you've got 5 different diagnoses, you've got 5 different set of exercises, so it's very confusing. And instead here now, everybody talking the same language, everybody's going to address the same things, which enables referral from one practitioner or exercise professional to another. So we're not just stuck in these, I don't know what's wrong with people because you got told I'm going to do this. At the end of life, people would have 200 exercises. Another additional benefit we're getting from this program is that we basically can get the next generation for free if we're just smart about it. So these children, they develop the patterns, they got the patterns, and then life gets in between, so they start to deteriorate. If we would just have a system where they would have little daily exercises, they would work on them to keep everything active, we would basically, a squat pattern, a different pattern. We're going to go through all the patterns as we go progress in this program, but we would basically have 90-year-olds that can squat. Thank you for watching the first episode of Whiteboard Wednesday. Please stay tuned for the next one. Next time we're going to explain how it works. See you next time. Thank you.